I don't know if you know this, but apparently this is the day, yes, this particular day, that everybody decides to take back, if you can find it, of course, the present that you dislike the most that somebody's bought you, if you've got a receipt, or apparently the exchange. Yes, yeah, well, are you doing that? You are. Oh, I thought you liked that wall-mounted Brillo pad holder I sent you. You don't. It's funny, isn't it? Do you remember the old days? People just didn't take things back. They put them in a drawer and circulated them. Well, that's what we did in the north anyway. They circulated them back, didn't you? Wrap them up and then send them to somebody else. I could never be bothered taking anything back. I don't know about you. I sort of think, oh, I've done that. Can't be bothered, you know. It's always strange though, isn't it, the way people operate. And then if you think about it now, without a receipt, the only thing you can get, I don't know if you know this, you can exchange it for something or they give you a credit note. But some people want the cash and you're not getting that now. Yes, that's the thing. Some people, of course, like Prince Harry, want the cash because, as we now know, in 2025, which we're now in, of course, he's gearing up for this, a return back to the United Kingdom and to take the stand. But it's led to a lot of, shall we say, problems behind the scenes. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. How are you? You all right? Thank you so much for your time today. It's a funny thing, isn't it, with Prince Harry? If you remember back, he actually said in, well, not one, but quite a number of interviews, in fact, that in fact he felt that everybody, including his own family, could benefit from sitting down with therapy, sitting opposite someone and telling them their problems. Now, you know, as one could imagine, has never had therapy. Don't normally have to send people to therapy when they spend time with me. But the bottom line is, it's each to their own. You know, I think if you've got a good friend or you can talk it to yourself, there's nothing wrong with that, and talk yourself out of problems. If it's beneficial, each to their own. But of course it's known, isn't it, in many respects, as a very expensive, well, shall we say, commodity. You know, there you are, you go to the therapist and tell them your problems. And that apparently is what Prince Harry's done on, well, for a number of years now, particularly since living over in California. According to a source, Harry's now seen the therapist and as ever, allegedly, on a daily, sometimes twice daily basis. And this is because of this. Well, that's right. The QC that's set to go to the stands and take Prince Harry apart as he begins his long court case over 4 days, all about, well, historical hacking claims. Anthony Holden QC is going to be the man that apparently will be dismantling Prince Harry's versions of events. Now, according to a well-placed source, a former staff member, apparently Harry literally has these moments where they're reenacting certain things that could happen. Now, you know, I'm not mocking or anything like that. What I would say, you can do as much as you want in that field, but there's nothing like being there in the moment, you know. I know this happens for athletes particularly who, you know, they sort of gear themselves into the starting gun and what that would be like, so it takes the nerves away. But you really can't push that away because the reality is, the true reality is, of course, once you're there, you never truly know what's coming. Now, according to that source, Meghan Markle is sort of nonplussed about therapy herself, doesn't necessarily believe in it, but of course has said publicly that, you know, it's been very helpful. According to the source, also, apparently according to Meghan, a lot of people don't understand what she's guided, nursed and, of course, coerced through with Harry's problems that he came to her with, as ever, allegedly. But they're all documented, they're all out there. He's been very vocal, particularly in the Me You Can't See, where he sat opposite Oprah Winfrey. But apparently so much so that Harry, yes, you get this, and as ever, we have to say, allegedly, could be bringing his own personal therapist with him over to London to make sure that he can trigger in the things that are going to calm him down, knock away the anxiety of what is going to be one of the most challenging moments of his public, if not personal life. Strange case, isn't it, when you think about it? And I just wonder if, of course, the therapist can actually get Harry through this. Maybe he, right now, may be thinking he's bitten off far more than he can chew. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.